Good afternoon, students. So we will continue with our chapter combustion. So in our previous class we talked about combustible substance, that means those substance which is helpful for burning. A combustion is called combustible substance. Non-combustible substance which is not at all helpful for burning, a combustion. Okay, then ignition, temperature we talked about, and condition necessary for combustion or burning. Okay, so in that sense, as we all know, to burn a substance we need a combustible substance and supporter of combustion. That means we both need what is being burned and how it is being burned. Okay, so to prevent a control fire, either we have to remove the combustion material, that means whatever the thing is burning, either it can be wood, it can be clothes, okay, etc. Then another one, either we have to cut the supply of air, that means supporter of combustion. And third one, by lowering the temperature. So if we lower the temperature, then we will control the fire. Okay, so fire generally extinguished by various methods, and how this can be done. Okay, so this can be done by different methods. As for example, by removing combustion material is simply, okay, you can remove it by anything, but how will you cut the supply of air? Because you can't remove the air, okay, or you can't stop the air flowing. So for removing or the cutting the supply of air, we have different types of process. Like, first of all, with the help of water. So we can control fire or we can stop the fire by water, by spraying water. Number one, by spraying water. Okay, so when water is sprayed over a burning object, it helps to extinguish fire in two ways. That means when we spray water in the fire, what happens? Number one, the temperature will be lowered. That means it brings the temperature of the combustible material below ignition temperature. That means it lowers the temperature. It lowers the temperature of combustible material. Combustible material. Number one. Number two, it will stop the supply of air. It will stop the supply of air. So spraying water is a basic thing. That means to control fire we mostly use this method. That means we mostly spray water on fire. What happens? Due to this, the combustion material will be, temperature will be lower and it will stop, the fire will be stopped. Second one, it will stop the supply of air because it acts as a outer covering. But spraying water will not be helpful in fire which is on oil and the fire which is caused by electric circuit. So spraying water is not done when there is a fire in oil and when there is a fire by electric circuit. because as we all know, oil has the less density than water. It floats on water. Oil floats on water. So if you spray water, then the fire will also be spread. Okay, the fire will also spread. For that, we use another method, that is by fire extinguisher. That means by foam. Foam of, you can see, compounds of foams of carbon dioxide and carbon tetrachloride. So here carbon dioxide and carbon tetrachloride is used. Chloride is used. Okay. So if the fire is due to oil and it is due to electric current, carbon dioxide and carbon tetrachloride is used. That means it is used where it is stored. Okay, you must have seen fire extinguisher at various places, in schools, in offices, in vehicles, okay, which contains carbon dioxide in it and this chemical, that is carbon tetrachloride in it, which helps all form of fire to control. Okay, then fomites fire extinguisher. In this method, the supply of air is cut by foaming or forming a light waterproof layer of foam. That means number 2 is by foaming, by foaming or fomite fire extinguisher, or what happens here? Here the foam act as a layer. That means it acts as a layer or barrier, okay, which doesn't let the combustible material and the supply of oxygen, a supply of air to mix with each other. Okay, so by this method we can stop the, or we can control fire. Okay, now let's talk about types of combustion. Types of combustion. Basically we have 4 types of combustion depending upon the how it is burnt. Okay, number 1, we have rapid combustion. Rapid combustion, that means rapid burning. As for example, the burning of coal, the burning of fuel, okay, is called rapid combustion. So the process in which substance combine chemically with oxygen at a room at a temperature above its ignition temperature. Okay, that means the substance which burn at ignition temperature, which result in heat and light. Which results in heat and light is called rapid combustion, is termed as rapid. Okay, so rapid combustion, the substance which burn at ignition temperature which result in heat and light. That means heat and light in short span of time. That means it takes place quickly. It takes place quickly, okay, which result in heat and light, is termed as rapid combustion. Example, burning of hydrocarbon fuels, LPG, kerosene, petrol, etc. Example, burning of hydrocarbon fuels, LPG, kerosene, etc. So they burn very quickly, okay, which result in heat and light. Okay, LPG also, liquefied petroleum gas, which we use for cooking. It is also an example of rapid combustion. So combustion of carbon. So carbon burns in air and oxygen to give carbon dioxide, which produce heat and light. Okay. Second example, we have combustion of hydrocarbons. That means when hydrocarbons burns, that means when methane burns with oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide, water and heat and light. Okay. So example, we have burning of hydrocarbons, burning of fuel, hydrocarbon fuel, LPG, kerosene, etc. Second one, slow combustion. Slow combustion. So as we all know, in rapid combustion takes place very quickly, okay, like burning of coal, burning of LPG, okay, that means it has a high ignition temperature. Ignition temperature reaches very much quickly, whereas slow combustion means in which no light is produced and temperature of the substance remain constant. Here no light is produced and temperature remain constant. Temperature also remain constant. That means in rapid combustion there is a evolution of heat and light. Okay, that means there is a evolution of heat and light. That means when rapid combustion takes place, there is a heat and light. But when slow combustion takes place, no light is produced and temperature also remains constant. Heat is produced, but not that much, not in a huge amount. Example, we have digestion of food and oxides of yellow phosphorus. Example, we have digestion of food. As we all know, in digestion of the food also burning take place. Okay, that means when we respire, okay, when we take in oxygen, the oxygen which goes inside our body, it burns the food particles. Okay, here light is not produced yet, it gives energy. Energy is evolved, but temperature remains constant. Only energy is given. So rapid combustion, it is very quick and it is very slow. Slow combustion is not fast. Okay, it's slowly. It takes slow in process. Okay, so this is all about rapid combustion and slow combustion. Then we have incomplete combustion and complete combustion. Incomplete combustion. So incomplete combustion means incomplete burning. That means the substance which doesn't burn completely, okay, which result in another gases, evolve of another gases. That means the combustion reaction that takes place in the presence of insufficient quality of oxygen. Okay, that means here burning takes place with incomplete or insufficient oxygen. Insufficient oxygen. Okay, that means in incomplete combustion, the burning takes place with insufficient oxygen. That means the quantity of the oxygen is less. For example, when carbon burnt with insufficient quality of air, carbon monoxide is formed. That means when carbon is burned with oxygen, incomplete, insufficient, carbon monoxide CO is formed. Okay, carbon monoxide is formed with the evolution of heat and light. Carbon when burned with oxygen, carbon monoxide is formed along with heat and light. So this another gas, that means carbon monoxide is produced in case of incomplete combustion. And at last we have complete combustion. So in complete combustion we can take an example of complete combustion. Means there is a sufficient burning with sufficient air, sufficient amount of air or oxygen, where carbon bond with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, where carbon bond with oxygen to produce carbon oxide, heat and light, heat and light. Okay, so this was all about types of combustion. Okay, so let's have a summary here. So rapid combustion, the substance which burns at ignition temperature which result in excess heat and light and which take place quickly. Example, burning of hydrocarbon, fuels, LPG, kerosene. Okay. Second, slow combustion, where no light is produced and temperature remains constant. Example, digestion of food. Here also burning of things takes place. Okay, but it is slow. Okay, and it doesn't produce any heat and light. Then incomplete combustion, the burning takes place but with insufficient air or oxygen, where carbon is burned with oxygen, produce carbon monoxide, which is a very poisonous gas. Okay, and heat and light is also produced. And at last, complete combustion, where burning takes place with sufficient amount of air, which produce carbon dioxide, heat and light.